Welcome to This Week at Four Horsemen. This is Ron Davis, and I'm Ryan O'Loughlin. You probably didn't recognize me because of the red arm.
That's some commitment.
What's some commitment?
Just saying.
Yep. I don't feel so great, so let's keep going with this show.
A little lightheaded, maybe?
A little bit. So what is This Week at Four Horsemen?
This Week at Four Horsemen is our weekly show to discuss events, sales, and other nerdy topics. Promotions. I almost had it. I was so close.
Yep.
Next
Episode
week.
99, everybody.
Next week, guys.
All right, a bet that you can say that without missing a word for episode 100.
Right.
Oh, and what are the stakes?
I need a good steak. I'm really hungry.
If he can't do it right, the next Friday Night Magic, Ron will appear in a dress.
No, he will not.
For the entire time.
No.
And if you can do it right?
Everybody else comes in a dress.
I will not be attending that Friday Night Magic.
Be nobody there.
All right. Maybe we'll circle back around to this at the end of the show.
All right. So Blaine wants to know why your arm's red.
Acid rain. Acid rain. Yep.
That's the actual answer.
That's the actual answer. Moving on to comics, we have a futuristic twist on a Dickinson classic. Oliver is back, and this is written by Gary Whitta, who is one of the story credits for Rogue One.
Really?
The film, not the comic.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's...
Is Oliver flying? What's happening here?
I don't know. It's a futuristic twist on... No pun intended there, actually. It's a futuristic version of Oliver Twist. Yep.
Let's move on.
Yeah. Speaking of reboots, we have a new Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This one not written by Joss Whedon, but under his supervision.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll read that.
Kind of doing producer work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically putting his name on it without doing any actual work.
I thought the movie was okay. The series was phenomenal.
I have never watched the movie. I never liked the show, but I was always told that I should try the movie because the movie's better than the show.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was the other way around.
Oh, I love the movie. The show was
the show
took itself too seriously.
Yeah. But in the movie, she was like a straight up Valley Girl. Like. Oh yeah. Do you know what a Valley Girl is? Okay.
Paul Rubin's death scene.
Yeah, that was great. Pee Wee Herman, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, we're moving on to DC Comics, where we have a new series with a new hero. This is Naomi. This is written by Brian Michael Bendis. It's a DC Comics mystery. This is about this girl's town who is attacked by, it's demolished in a fight between Superman and one of his enemies. And
That's mesmerizing.
It's a mystery. It seems pretty cool. Check it out. Brian Michael Bendis can write a comic book. Moving on to Marvel, where Marvel is rebooting a lot of their older series from the 60s and 70s. Crypt of Shadows is a horror series that they have not printed in years, being rebooted for their 80th anniversary. Yes.
Wow.
And then we also have Man Without Fear #4. This is the current run for Daredevil. Just wanted to bring this one up because this cover is so...
That's beautiful.
Cool.
I don't know what's going on there, but it's pretty serious.
Daredevil's like left Hell's Kitchen or something, and this issue is about everybody kind of dealing with him being gone. Ooh. I don't know. The cover is just stunning, and I wanted to show everybody because...
I do like it.
So pretty. Speaking of pretty covers, it's time for Star Wars.
Of course.
Star Wars issue 60 is out, and the return of Scar Squadron. Creel and the boys are back to take on Luke and his group of people.
The Rebels?
Yes. If you have not been reading Star Wars, Scar Squadron is an elite stormtrooper squadron who have a grudge against Luke. We'll put it that much. And yes... There's a stormtrooper with a lightsaber, and it is as cool as you think it is.
I like that.
Speaking of stormtroopers, I'm reading a book.
This is a book I've actually really wanted to read because I love the premise.
It's so cool. So this is Star Wars Death Troopers by Joe Schreiber. He also wrote Star Wars Red Harvest and Maul Lockdown. It is a Legends book, which means it's not canon anymore, which is fine. It doesn't matter. This book is all about fun. Do you like Star Wars?
A little.
Do you like zombies?
A little.
You think Star Wars zombies could be a thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
A whole Star Destroyer full of them? Yes.
So this takes place
Look at that.
on a Imperial prison barge that comes across a derelict Star Destroyer. They have some engine trouble. They try to board the Star Destroyer to scavenge for parts to repair their engines. Turns out there's a zombie invasion on the Star Destroyer. It spreads.
That's awesome.
It spreads to the prison barge. Basically, everybody's affected except for our small core of characters. And it is so much fun. I'm almost done with it. I have like half an hour left to go. And if you listen to the audiobook, the sound engineering is really great because they add actual like screams to it.
Oh, really?
And it's literally scary. This is the most graphic Star Wars anything. And it's not even like, it's not like bad by like today's standards, but by Star Wars standards, it's really graphic.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. A lot of the cosplay I see go to conventions are the Death Troopers and their zombie troopers.
It's so great. And I will tell you up front, they are true zombies, but there's a twist on these zombies that makes them different from your, Night of the Living Dead, Walking Dead type zombies. I won't spoil that. It was a little weird at first, but they explain it well. And also, you don't know true fear until Wookiee zombie.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wookiee zombies.
Oh, they'll eat anything regularly.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of horror, Pinhead.
Who got it?
Oh, he
Please tell me Pinhead.
Crushed the Purple Man. Crushed him into purple dust. And you want to hear the sad part?
What?
So, Purple Man didn't even get the second most votes.
Oh, what?
More people voted for Doctor Who. They thought he was Doctor Who.
David Tennant, we're so sorry. I know you're watching.
But Pinhead beat Doctor Who and the Purple Man.
Two for one.
Yeah. Who got our comment this
where
week?
Where are we at? Christian Bale in what could be Nightmare's worst case fanfic. There are no winners.
Could see that.
True.
Yeah. And then this week we have two contenders. We have Jack Burton versus Star Sapphire.
Jack Burton every time.
I think he can win on popularity, but I think
not actuality. No.
No, I think in an actual fight, Star Sapphire just boom, dead.
Jack Burton says the check's in the mail.
I just want to eat what he's eating. It just looks good.
He's chewing on something.
A big old bowl of rice or noodles or some carbs, something that's going to break down into sugar.
Lots of sugar.
Lots of sugar. All right, we're moving on to events. Here is a calendar image of all the events that we have going on this week. If you need more details on any of these, please go to facebook.com/4horsemencomics. Ron, take us through our first event.
There. Oh, gotcha. First one, this Wednesday we're having a HeroClix tournament. It is a $25 entry this time around. Starts 6:45, 3-round minimum Swiss, and it is a 2-pack sealed team format.
Yes.
Come check it out.
Earth-X.
Yes.
All right, and then we also have the release of Ravnica Allegiance this Friday. And, of course, we have Draft Weekend going on. We have $10 drafts going on Friday at 6 p.m. plus Saturday and Sunday at 1 p.m. $10 drafts, not every day. Yeah. Come down to play.
It's a lot of drafting.
We got that pretty Simic Ascendancy promo as well.
Yeah.
They have been doing some pretty promos recently.
Yes, they have. Mm-hmm. They've done a really, really good job.
Stepped up their promo game. I knew when they got rid of Friday Night Magic promos, I knew they were doing a new Coke thing. they're gonna like, you guys complain about promos so much, we're gonna get rid of them. And then everybody's like,
where's our promos?
And then they come right on back, and it's like, oh, new Coke. Yep. Anyone?
Surprise.
Yep. And then we have another Magic event, don't we?
We do. We have a Modern Magic event this Saturday at 6, $10 entry. And the first place is the Celestial Colonnade box topper from UMA. Look how pretty that is.
That's very nice.
You know what it reminds me of?
The Never-Ending Story.
Nope, the Rock Monster from Galaxy Quest.
Yes, that too. Yep. Yeah, that too. There's a Rock Monster and Never-Ending Story as well.
Yeah. Yep. The Rock Biter?
Yeah, Rock Biter. Yeah. Grignac.
Gesundheit.
No, that's the monster from
Galaxy Quest.
Yeah.
Is it?
Go Rignac. I've seen the movie
Rignac.
way too many times. Then we also have our Warhammer 40k Battle Against the Elements event.
Elements.
You had to battle a rock in Magic. And now what elements are you going to battle in
All of them.
Warhammer? I don't know. That's this Saturday at 11 a.m. We've got a regular entry fee, but you can also bring in some warm clothing items to donate to local families. Hats, coats, scarves, mittens, gloves, snow pants.
Anything warm.
Anything. We have over $1,000 worth of prizes that we're giving
Yeah.
away at this event. There are lots of details on the prizes. Please go to our Facebook page to get full info on those.
Yep.
Then what else do we have?
Where are we at? Dice Masters, campaign week number 2, this Sunday at 2 p.m. It is a $3 entry, and the teams must have at least 4 Warhammer characters.
Yep.
And all the deets are on the Facebook page.
Yes, there are a lot of details involving the campaign play, so check it out there or message Mr. Turner.
Mr. Turner.
Yes. And then we also have upcoming our second Pokemon Team Up pre-release. Thank you to everyone who came out
It
to our
was
first
awesome.
pre-release, and of course everybody who came to our Ravnica Allegiance pre-release.
Yep.
We have that coming up on January the 27th, and we have the HeroClix 2019 Winter WizKids open on March the 2nd.
Yep.
Stay tuned for more details on that. But we also want to let you know that next week we have episode 100.
One hundo
of the show, and we are going to have some giveaways and some sales. Show's going to run a little bit longer than usual. Hoping to have the full cast. We're going to invite Lewis to come on, have everybody. There's going to be some fun things going on.
Are we going to get Alex on camera?
Probably.
Yes.
Probably, yeah.
That's worth it right there.
Mm-hmm. Watch our social medias for more details on that.
There's Alex.
Hey, Alex is on camera. Yeah.
But it's not red.
It's very red. Oh, I hope that leaves a mark.
I'm dry.
What was that from Uruk-hai or whatever?
Yeah. Those are white, though. It's the white hand of Saruman.
Little red.
But you're white, so the red would stay a little better.
Yeah. All right, so we're moving on to my favorite segment.
And my favorite segment. Look
This
at that
week in
artwork.
Star Wars.
Holy cow.
So we got a preview of some new covers for a new comic series and a new novel this week. This is the cover of issue 1 of Star Wars TIE Fighter. If you've always wanted to know what's going on with those TIE Fighter pilots, these are the bravest troops in the Imperial ranks because TIE Fighters don't have
Zero shields.
shields.
Exactly 0.
They have the highest mortality rate among all Imperial troops. So what exactly is going on in that head, in that pretty black helmet? Read Star Wars TIE Fighter to find out. And this cover is so pretty.
I love that cover.
It's so
That's
great.
fantastic.
And then we also have the cover of the first novel of Star Wars Alphabet Squadron. We don't know a lot about it. It is about a rebel X-Wing squadron that we've never heard of.
Yeah.
And they don't have a color designation, which is weird.
Alphabet Squadron?
Yeah, it's Alphabet
Kinda
Squadron.
weird.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. Mm-hmm. It's by Alexander Freed, who wrote the first Battlefront novel, which had its strong points, I guess, sort of. But yeah, we're looking forward to this one, see how it goes. This is a nice cover.
Yep, I like it.
But Ron's going to tell us a little bit about...
Alas.
Don't shatter our expectations.
I haven't seen it yet.
Are you going to see it?
Spoiler-free review.
It was a movie.
I'm sure you could do better. I'm sure you can do
It
better.
was about an hour and a half long.
Only 90 minutes?
Yeah, it was like an hour and a half, a little bit over. Yeah, a lot of previews.
I guess his movies aren't normally very long.
No.
They're normally around 90 minutes.
All right, so to preface this, I actually like the movie The Happening, so take that with a grain of salt. Did you see The Happening?
I haven't seen it happen.
It was really good.
I
liked it.
I normally
make it
take
through it.
I normally take crap from my friends for saying that I like The Village. So
I didn't like The Village.
I like
that one.
The Village.
I like The Village too,
I thought it was
despite
a
my
really
brother
good
leaning in 10 minutes into the movie and calling the ending.
I found that one just a really interesting premise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know,
Because I could see myself doing that. Can you tell us anything about this movie?
So this is the third part of M. Night Shyamalan's trilogy involving the Bruce Willis characters.
superheroes.
Superheroes. It's
Unbreakable's the first one, which
Unbreakable.
establishes our hero Bruce Willis.
right.
And then we have Split, which is the second one, who establishes the villain James McAvoy.
Right. And then this
Professor
kind of brings
Xavier.
them all three together. And I don't know how to classify it. I don't know that it's actually a superhero movie. I mean, it's all based off of superhero mythos and whatnot.
It's a superhero movie. It's not a comic movie.
Yes. Yeah, it's definitely not a comic book movie.
If it had a comic, maybe it would be presented by Image or Dark Horse.
It would definitely be an Image book because it's weird and it makes you think.
It's weird and it makes you think, and pretentious people like it.
All the
everything that he reads.
Everything that Alex reads.
Yep.
All right. We're going to keep moving on to what we have. Horsemen of the Week coming up, where we talk a lot about heroes, but we need to talk about the people who support them. So our Horseman of the Week, of course, is Alfred. And now we have to choose who's the best Alfred. And I want to preface this by saying there's a lot of discussion on who is the best Batman. But when has there ever been a discussion on who's the best Alfred? And I also want to say this. There are some Batmans out there, no offense, George Clooney, but there are some Batmans out there who didn't do such a great job, or at least the movies they were in were not great.
Val Kilmer?
All of the...
one?
Yes.
No, that was George Clooney.
Was it George?
That was George Clooney.
Okay.
All of the Alfreds are great.
In their own right, yes.
Actually,
yes.
I haven't seen Gotham, so I don't know about Sean Pertwee.
He's actually one of my favorite Alfreds. He really is.
But aside from they're all great.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
But if you could only choose one,
I'd go with Sean. I know Alex is all about Michael Caine.
I have to go with Michael Caine.
Really?
Well,
you got to watch Gotham then.
Michael
I'm
would
going
be my
to
first. At some point.
Michael would be my first if it wasn't for Sean.
My thing is that Michael Caine is one of my favorite people outside of these movies.
Right.
I mean, he's just everything he's in. He's just absolutely
Austin
delightful.
Powers.
Yes. I wasn't going to say Austin Powers first. Although
it's top of my list.
To be fair, I was about to say Miss Congeniality. So that's fine.
Real highbrow entertainment here for Horsemen.
Great.
Set that bar low.
And then we had a question submitted for the Four Horsemen mailbag. You've been kidnapped.
Again?
The characters from the last TV show you watched are trying to rescue you. Who is coming to save you?
I'm in good shape. Oh, wait, no. What did I watch?
I know you watched Discovery last night.
But was it the last? Oh, no, that wasn't the last thing I watched.
Oh, that sucks. Because Michael Burnham would have saved you.
I'd have been in real good shape.
All right, what was the last show you watched?
The kids from South Park are coming for me. Screw you guys. I'm going home.
I thought I was in trouble.
What was yours?
I have a group of nerds and their pretty blonde neighbor who are coming to save me.
No,
so they say. I mean, they are scientists, so they got that going for them. But they don't spend a lot of time outside. They're not very physically active. I'm not optimistic.
No, it's neither one of us are going to make it out of this.
No,
Alex?
Unfortunately.
Deadly Class was the last movie or last TV show I watched.
Of course. So he lives.
So he'll be fine. You have to carry on the show without us.
Yes.
Get Lewis, get another
Enjoy
host.
100 all by yourself.
Oh, I'm going to miss episode 100. All right, and on to... Now, I want to say this. Remember... When the meme comes up, you read it out loud because you always start reading it to yourself.
I do. Right.
Meme of the week.
Straight reading. Here we go.
Oh wait! I'm going to. We gotta blow this one up.
Okay. Yeah. It is. This is a good one.
What are the odds?
What are the odds?
Ground Control and Major Toms.
This had to be staged.
That has to be staged. There's no way.
Staged.
It's a good stage, though.
Yeah, it's a really good one. All right. And for our sale, we just want to remind you to definitely tune in next week because we're going to have extra special giveaways, extra special sales.
Sorry.
My eyes are up here. My eyes are up here.
I see that.
Definitely tune in for episode 100. It's dry.
It's great. It's great.
Flaking. Stop it.
Nobody will recognize you.
You want me to clean up the sink?
Yes,
because I could just leave.
It looks like a murder happened in there.
It's like strangled somebody. Yeah, tune in next week for episode 100. Yep. But don't go away. We have a great post-credit scene this week. A really, really good one. Please like us at facebook.com/4horsemencomics. Follow us on Instagram at 4horsemencomics. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/c/4horsemencomicsgaming. Follow us on Twitter at the number 4horsemencomics. Watch all of our streaming content at twitch.tv/4horsemencomics. Shop our TCG inventory at shop.4horsemencomics.com. And please, oh please, oh please, come to the Morgantown Mall because no one else is here. Shop in our brick and mortar store, the Morgantown Mall in Morgantown, Westo, Virginia.
Oddly enough, that was the episode of South Park that I watched last night. It was about a mall being empty because Amazon ran everybody out of business.
I haven't watched South Park in like
I
4 or 5 years.
I usually don't. I just finished Star Trek and I didn't want to start the Orville, so I'm like, I'll watch South Park.
So you haven't seen the most recent episode
I haven't
of the
seen
Orville?
number 4.
I swear, it's like it's like every episode is so good, and like the next one's got to be like a not so great one.
Yeah.
This most recent one might be the best of the season so far. It's so good. I'll tell you,
I didn't see it.
It's so good. The best part is Beck called it like 5 minutes into it.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize it, but I just played it off like, yeah, obviously. All right. Anyways, okay. So
right. We're
in a bar. I'm a dog playing the piano.
I'm obviously a frog.
You're obviously a frog. It's not easy being green. Broken heart, right?
Does it show? It's the best Kermit I got. Sorry. All I can say is hi ho. Kermit the
All right.
frog.
From the top. Broken heart, right?
Does it show?
Listen, when you've been tickling the ivories as long as I have, those are piano keys, you've seen a broken heart for every drop of rain, a shattered dream for every falling star.
Exactly. She just walked out on me.
Ah, typical. That's why I live alone.
You do, huh?
You bet. I finish work, I go home, read a book, have a couple of beers, take myself for a walk, and go to bed.
Nice and simple.
Stay away from women. That's my motto.
But I can't.
Never can I. Neither can I. And that's my trouble.
You got red on you.
Great.